Hello and welcome back to Castle Mark Tower.
No, I don't want to. Make it stop. I want to go home. I want my mommy. No, really, Noctis wants his mommy.
Coming back to it, I thought, maybe we should just start this puzzle all over. Maybe something went wrong at some place. So let's look for the number 1 pillar. And here it is.
What if you go backwards?
What if we go backwards? Like if we make the puzzle even more fucked?
Like if we go 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's nothing referencing what order you should do them in, so, it's just a guess at this point.
I mean, have you tried, my dude, have you tried the internet?
No, actually.
No, imp spawned. Does that mean you did it right?
Not exactly. It just means they don't necessarily spawn on every single block move, it's just most of them.
Well, it's like each block looks like it has 2 moves or whatever, and so I was like, oh.
Yeah, it seems like a pattern, yeah. But I wouldn't say it's guaranteed pattern.
Let me give the orders this time.
So I want to know how the blocks get back up.
Better than good. Good to go.
How do the blocks move in the first place?
Wow.
Like, there's no real sense to it. You're just basically pushing a button and then they're just scooting over, you know?
Really?
I do know.
Yep.
Like, man, do blocks even move?
Well, today they do. Prompto, get over here. You're gonna have to jump if you don't.
Hey,
There
if you
go.
don't like Prompto, I don't like you. Shout out to that thread. Good posts.
Prompto's a good boy.
I mean, he's that was good. He's
Yeah,
average.
he's a good boy.
Pretty average. That's good enough for me.
It's good enough for you. He's the most American boy.
I mean, that's kind of a loaded loaded compliment as of late.
I mean, yeah, but this time around, there's 2 different blocks we could have moved, strangely enough.
Oh,
Moving the one to the left, move the one to the right towards us?
Let's do this.
So at this point I'm thinking, did I fuck up?
Sorry to break this up. That's respect, Gladio.
well, that was it's a good hit.
It's a good hit.
Good work, Gladio.
Good work, Gladio.
Onward.
It's a shame about Noctis' short pants, but you know what can you do?
There's plenty of things wrong with those pants, but we needed something to wear.
And the length is one of them. It's too bad that you can't mix and match outfit pieces.
Oh god. Can we just mix and match different block pieces to put onto Noctis?
Alright, so are you using the mini-map to, have any sort of rhyme or reason to, which block you're hitting, or are you just sort of...
So the problem with the mini-map in this area is it'll change every time you change level.
I'm starving to death. And yet, we're all
So
very
that
much
will
alive.
make it a little more difficult for you to figure out which way you need to go. Like, I'm using it here and there, but it's not necessarily the best or the easiest way to, try and navigate.
Yeah, so, is there rhyme or reason to what you're doing, or are you just sort of pushing buttons?
Yes and no? I don't know, the main thing I tried to do whenever I looked at the map was, is there a way I can move the blocks in the direction that looks like I have not gone yet?
I see.
And this one doesn't make noise, because, it's a silent block.
Maybe there's something really special about it.
Oh, no, it's noisy again.
Down we go.
It's a deep drop.
Time to move.
It's not that deep.
Yeah, it's not as bad because it didn't immediately line us up with a whole bunch of, like, Iron Giants and stuff.
But you're not to that room yet. You don't even know.
Yeah, we're not there yet. That's right. Slowly and surely, we will make our way through this hell puzzle.
The hell puzzle.
And hope for the best. Like dropping off a sheer cliff again.
That may not be a bigger drop, though. Probably a relatively block-sized drop, like all the rest.
Yeah.
Onward. Yep.
Because I'm watching the mini-map as you're doing this, and it seems like you're pointing in the direction that it looks like there's...
We've made it to a bit of a hallway that we haven't been to yet, yeah. It's kind of leading us the direction that the arrow is.
It seems like this is taking you a lot longer than
Whose side are you on?
previously when you ended up in the Iron Giant room, too.
No, for sure. But who's to say it doesn't lead to the Iron Giant room?
Well, I mean... I'm sure all roads lead back to the Iron Giant room. Wait, where are you going? Up. It's the wrong way. It's the wrong way. Don't go up.
If we go up anymore, we'll be dead. Quite dead.
I mean, it really seems like if you look at the mini-map, how you're doing this, you're just following the hallway.
Not too tough.
Yeah, but at this point, yes.
And on
I mean, previously it was kind of a guessing game until we got to this section.
Right.
Eventually, we will find out how to leave.
Oh, wow. You get to ride it down.
Progress.
Wait, definitely never been here before.
Amazed we made it out.
All right, take that, Labyrinth.
Wouldn't start celebrating yet.
You know, it might be a good idea to elixir everybody up, just in case.
Got to be kidding me.
You know, that would be a good idea, but that they have enough health, you know?
Puzzle in a puzzle here? Oh, no.
Puzzle in the puzzle.
It's just an elevator.
So freaking creepy. You guys hear that?
Now we know what makes this place run.
What? And this is all underground. This is pretty big.
Yet another.
Yeah. Also, this nice boy.
Want some?
So it's a T-Rex with wings.
Yes. This is what they've been hiding from us under this labyrinth.
It's pretty great. Yeah, so it's a T-Rex with wings with it's a dragon head.
Yep. And they give us Rama immediately.
The game just knows.
The game knows. It's a difficult fight. Here you go. You've been through hell.
I like how your entire journey through Castlemark Tower was underground instead of, you know... I mean, I guess it's still a tower, right?
No, Rama, no. You're gonna fry all the machinery. We'll never be able to get out.
Well, surely Rama could just take you out in his big hand. Oh, wow.
And it didn't even kill him. That's how much HP this guy has.
So there's a quest down here for what now?
This is just investigate Castlemark Tower. The quest for just entering the dungeon and getting to the end.
Oh, okay.
And at this point, he has petrified the soul, which is something we haven't...
Like full petrified, or?
Yeah, full petrify. Which is something we haven't had to deal with previously.
Quite the tense situation.
That seems not okay.
Yeah, petrification is kind of a shitty debuff because you just completely lose control of your character for a while.
But you can potion during petrify, or does it just get... does it just
You
end?
can gold needle yourself out of it.
Oh, okay. It's nice of them to give you a Mega Phoenix before this, I guess.
Yeah, it's very convenient.
I mean, sure it would be swell if Rama came back.
That's asking a little much.
I mean, look. You miss all the shots you don't take or something.
We made him fall over. Now we have another armature. Just wiggling around down there. Who needs Ramo when the enemy can't even fight back? Oh fuck, he got back up.
I mean, that seems awfully rude, sir. Oh,
It
Iggy.
is quite rude.
Iggy can't even make us regroup now, because he has fallen over.
Hell yeah!
Magnificent.
It's gone. Oh, there's a sword in it.
He turned himself into a sword. Not just any sword. A royal weapon.
It's the royal chain sword.
We'll get to that part.
Like, I don't remember you ever using it, so I'm gonna be really disappointed.
It's Sword of the Tail. It is a great sword type weapon.
Tail or tall? 'Cause I said tall.
That's a tail.
What's up, Iggy?
I've come up with a new
I
recipe.
mean, I look at it real close. I don't know.
Can't wait to try it.
You should give it an equip anyways, right?
Yeah. That's a hell of a lot of machinery, and I like how nobody's at all interested in like the fact that how did
What
this
is all of
machinery-
this?
Yeah, what is all this? This is like one of those things like, who the hell built this?
For sure, like, there's just all these coils upon coils of things. It's just like, well, I guess that's not important. But thankfully, they give us a way back to the entrance, rather than having to... Well, I guess raising the elevator again would not get us anywhere.
You have to reverse the block puzzle.
But we do have the Sword of the Tail, which is indeed a chainsaw sword.
Wait, that wasn't even a joke, it really is. Like, I did hear it just go, "Wah."
It really is a chainsaw sword. You can hear it revving on occasion.
So this game gets pretty Warhammer before it gets really Warhammer. How nice.
It's a pretty decent weapon. It's just slow, like all great swords, so I don't really care for them too much.
All right, you hate bugs. Me? Yeah, can't stand them. Same here.
But that's one thing off our backlog done. Now there's the other.
Where is Crestholm again?
It's the sewers.
Oh, is it with the Naga lady in it?
Some light.
Yeah.
Why do you keep doing this to yourself, man?
What do you mean?
You keep going to all these terrible, terrible places.
Like, Noctis enjoys exploring. I don't see what the problem is.
I mean, I could argue that you're doing this to the viewers, too. I mean, but you have lots of edits, so it's not as painful.
Imagine recording this all, like, in one shot. No editing.
I mean, at least, I feel like I get to see the whole game without, with 10% of the frustration. But again, I'm also the Final Fantasy player that gets so, distracted by side quests that by the time I get back to the main quest, I've forgotten what's going on.
That's why we're doing all the side quests for you.
I have to say, Junos has a much better way to play these games than I do.
Yeah, what's that?
She just races through the main story at lightning speed on the easiest difficulty possible, just to see the main story, and then we'll go back and crank up the difficulty and do all the side quests and do all the exploring and stuff then.
That's not a terrible way of doing things.
Locked. Total shocker.
Hey, if something's worth looking
It's
at,
certainly, I think, better than my spastic ADD method of do whatever quest is in front of me and or closest.
Complete all check marks on map.
Or just whatever sounds fun. Sometimes I do that.
Oh yeah.
There's literally no direction to it whatsoever. Come to think of it, that my boss complains about the same thing about the work I do.
You don't have any direction.
I don't know, it's all important. I just do stuff.
this dungeon is, I want to say it's less frustrating than Castlemark, but at the same time, because you have full control of where you're going, but you don't really know where you need to go, it's kind of frustrating in that fashion.
I mean, I guess it's like, it's in the same way of saying, like, this is less frustrating than Castlemark, in the same way that I guess molten aluminum is less hot than, like, molten steel. Like, still gonna suck to touch it.
Yeah,
But
I suppose.
Here you are, touching it anyway. Oh yeah, that's definitely what I would do. I would just slide in the water. In the sewer.
What tiny sword?
Look, it would be fine.
Don't you have something that glows in the dark?
You know,
The power of kings, reduced to a torch.
Oh dear, that's a hell of a...
And we're back to this place.
That thing
With
looks like
Naga
a...
Lady.
I've never noticed the head on that thing before. That's... awfully
It looks quite
unattractive.
strange. And the first thing she does is makes us all frogs. Which is a little bit rude, I will say, considering I popped the armature.
the Green General.
What's that, the Green General?
The Frog General, you know.
Oh, it's got a... This is a little weird lion head on top of the snake head, or...
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. It's a strange direction for Naga, for sure.
I mean...
Like, we did see it a little ways back in, I can't remember the dungeons, in Prompto. Prompto, what the fuck was that shot? I think it was the waterfall dungeon?
Yeah.
You seen the same thing, basically?
Did it have the same head, or did it have a different head?
I can't remember.
I thought that head was more snake-like, but I don't know.
Right here.
Welcome back.
No quarter.
It's a good pun. Gladio.
Kind of creepy. Does it have any lettering on its, like... It almost looks like it has lettering on its underside.
Almost, or if it's just spots.
Yeah, it might be spots. It almost looks like characters to me, but... Probably need some sort of model viewer to see for sure.
It does certainly look like writing there, yeah. You can see that. Luckily, there's only one of these. Because they're a huge pain in the ass to deal with.
So it's got like a, yeah, it's got a human skull on top of a creepy looking head, which I think there's the actual snake head underneath that then.
Yeah. It is an odd design.
Say your prayers.
Heh, Japan. Just chalk that one up to the Japan column and...
I think it healed as well for some reason.
Well, I mean,
Gladio.
did it eat you?
No, everyone's still quite alive. I'm not entirely sure what the deal with that was, but we've knocked it down and taken care of it. So finally, we can move on with this dungeon.
And with the rest of the dungeons, like, easy compared to
You
that,
know
or...
I just flop onto a hotel bed.
Cannonball for me.
But we'll see
Kent's
about
not
that.
gonna cut it tonight.
Oh dear.
Are you expecting a walk in the park after that?
I mean, it'd certainly be anticlimactic, but...
There's the gimmick to this dungeon.
Does it involve canisters?
No, not exactly. It instead involves some things we ended up passing up.
Oh, why did you...
How was I supposed to know? I went
Well,
to this blind.
I mean, don't you have your Brady Games or Prima player guide like right next to you?
No. I don't own one of those. I haven't since Final Fantasy VII-ish, when I was
Yeah,
a
right.
youngster.
I think 8 might have been the last one I had.
I didn't play 8 at that time, so...
Not even sure if those companies make strategy guides anymore.
I think they still do. I had a friend who insisted that Final Fantasy VIII was a completely shit game, so I believed him at the time.
I'm starting to feel it too.
I think his opinion is wrong now that I have played it, because that game
I don't
fucking
know.
owns.
It sounds like you and your friend and I would get along just fine.
The game owns because it's so bad, it's good.
Well, that only owns for a small subset of the population. You can learn
I
to
suppose.
appreciate the bad in the good in the bad.
I liked it when I played through it.
I mean, I don't know, maybe I'd like it if I played it again, but... Again, you know what my complaint is about it.
Man,
I don't actually, but okay.
help us now.
We'd be easy prey.
Well,
Why even say that?
thank you, Prompto.
Can we please focus on the task at hand?
Like climbing down across this leaky pipe. Especially with the moisture that's like accumulated onto it.
You'd think there's gotta be a safer way to do it than walking like that. I don't know what it is, but...
I mean, you could be like wrap your hands and legs around it and crawl across it like that.
No, I Final Fantasy VIII. You had the option at one point of either pursuing the main story or doing all your side quests. And I got so distracted by the side quests, I just never completed the main story.
Gotcha. So we got a new weapon here, which is the Blood Sword. Which...
Now, where did you get...
It's a Dark Knight weapon. So it's slow. So every time you deal damage, you get a little bit of health back.
Can you dual wield that in the Engine Blade?
You can't dual wield, no. But it sounds more useful than it actually is, because realistically, you're not actually doing damage in that fashion in this game.
It's a shame about something like that. Like, it's either going to be really good or it's going to be not worth using.
Yeah, and then there's this other accessory we have gotten, which is the auto changer. And it gives you a shitload of strength and vitality. And it makes you switch weapons after every attack.
That's weird.
It's real weird.
Thing I need now.
I could see it being very useful if you only ever had one weapon equipped. Because then you just get those bonuses straight up. But those bonuses aren't great enough to actually outweigh like equipping other weapons compared to other accessories. Like if it doubled the amount of attack or strength you had or something like that, then I could see it being useful, but as is, it just makes me play very strangely because I'm attempting to use it for the first time here.
Feel a little oh, it's like black flan.
Yeah,
Kind of green.
looks a little green because we've poisoned him. Well, Ignis has poisoned him.
Ignis. Really now, Ignis?
Look, he knows all the food techniques.
I suppose it's fair.
He's the perfect user of poison for our group.
Let's finish
I
this
mean,
already.
you gotta be careful though if one of the king's inner circle has a habit of poisoning food, you know? Just saying.
Not me.
Knocked.
Does tired count?
Like, if he's poisoning other people's foods, it's fine.
I mean, like,
It's just we gotta worry about him not doing it to us.
yeah, I mean, just imagine, right? He poisons someone's, like, donuts and, like, Noctis walks by and is like, oh, hey, donuts! And he grabs one. And then what?
And then he feeds him a potion and he'll be alright.
Oh, okay, well, I guess that's fair.
We just
forgot
have these
his
magical antidotes that cure poisoning in this world.
This has big deal written all over it.
Go big or go home.
The end can't be far now. Right?
Never say can't.
Longest day.
So those
Ever.
those switches we have been pressing,
Yeah.
they had to do with that big green locked door we kind of passed up earlier. And of course we missed this one the first time
Did
around.
anyone else hear that noise?
I remembered seeing it when I was doing some editing. Just going back through the video, so I was like, oh, well, alright.
It's open.
Now we get to the door.
I guess we
Or
keep
where it
going.
is open now.
Yeah, we'll just slide on. Well, that was abrupt.
Yeah.
I guess you didn't take fall damage. That's
Nope.
nice.
Yeah. It's convenient.
Oh, it's a magic card.
Leviathan, what are you doing here? Oh no, you're Jormungand. You have fucking fire lasers, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
so what is it? That is not what I would have expected a Jormungand to have. Fire lasers? I mean, at least you got 10 levels on him.
Yeah, that's convenient, I suppose.
Not good to throw daggers in the dark.
But he does
What's up in here?
have a lot of HP, and he tosses fire around. So it basically makes that area like make you take tick damage.
This has got kind of a leapy attack.
Yeah, like I'd say like these kind of enemies that have like weird hitboxes are some of the worst to fight because you can't consistently attack them very well from the lock-on points they give you.
Huh.
Also, they explode. Just that big build-up. Maybe we shouldn't have stood in for that, but you know.
You know, Noctis has a habit of standing in explosions, it seems here.
My Noctis canonically stands in every explosion on accident. Like, how was I supposed to know it was gonna explode?
Actually, if there's an anime of this, it would just be like the entire thing would be a comedy of errors where like people like diving in and like tackling Noctis out of explosions non-stop, like once an episode.
But thankfully, even though we're on fire, we got another Rama to save our ass.
Yeah.
Clearly, he is the person who is carrying us through these silly dungeons.
Well, look, I mean, if you got some god dude that's gonna give you a hand, I mean,
Why would you not take it?
just take it. You
Yeah.
want it.
Ow, that hurts. Ow. Help. But,
I mean, there's something to be said for, you know, doing things on your own and, you know, making your own way, but...
yeah, to an extent, you know? I've been a lot less stingy about these kind of things lately. And
And that's that.
It's over.
An A+ for offense. Thanks, Rama.
well, we completed the Crestholm channels. So let's see what treasures await us.
Yes. Indeed, treasures. Also, what's that on your map?
That's a ladder?
No. The red blinking arrow.
Red
Is this
blinking
the
arrow.
next quest?
That's to get back to the main story quest, yeah.
Well, these seem like the fabulous prizes I've been waiting all my life for. Oh.
Yeah, there's a ladder. There we go. This is clearly where the fabulous prizes are.
Alright. I mean, I'm a fan of fabulous prizes myself. Watch, like, the last rung falls off and you just, like...
You're stuck here forever in the sewer.
I just make you just fall off and end up, like, on your rear end, unceremoniously.
Ah. Our treasure.
Tomb?
No.
Looks like a tomb door. Oh.
No luck. Guess we'll need another key.
The key question is, where do we look?
Well, so much for the treasure of this place.
Nice weather.
Instead, we have one more tomb to visit that I actually had to look up because I was bad at looking at the map.
At least you're gonna... Man, look at that. Even though Prince has a busy
I
day,
can't just leave my car and walk home.
he's willing to help out a guy.
It's such a strange dichotomy still of like what our car is compared to everyone else's.
You saved me a long trek.
Well, I mean, you are the 1%.
Day's work.
Well, that was fast. Did you just have one on you?
Yeah, we just had a repair kit on us, so here you go. You get to repairing that wheel or whatever you're doing.
Yeah, even though the hood's smoking, I'm gonna go look at this wheel.
Alright. Anyways, onto that tomb that I mentioned. Hello, Chocobo.
Let's go.
I like the green chocobo.
It's a good color.
It's a good look. It is a good color. The chocobos of paradise. That's Sir Richard Attenborough.
He once pointed out.
Huh?
As he once pointed out.
Oh, yeah. Indeed, what are birds? We just don't know.
I'm going on ahead.
Okay, bye.
Crashes into a wall. Every time, Ignis. Every time.
Have you been to this one already?
No, we have not.
Oh.
Tomb of the Just.
Nice riding with you.
Oh, that's right. There was one you had with Core that looked like this.
Mm-hmm. It's very similar, yes.
Well, at least you had the key.
Yeah, conveniently.
Shield?
It's a shield.
Or a tiki mask?
I don't think that would quite work. That's how the shields work.
It's the tiki mask of justice.
But with that, we have collected all of the weapons on this continent.
On this continent, what about the one that we just left in the sewers?
There is nothing in the sewers.
Oh.
It's a post-game dungeon is all.
Oh.
The Shield of the Just gives you a shitload of stats outside of strength and magic, which it negates. So it gives you a whole bunch of defensive stats basically.
Now, do you only use those stats, like, or do you only get those stats when you actually actively use the shield, or do you get them when you're just, like, if it's just,
I believe you get them when you just have those items equipped.
when it's just on your bar? Huh.
Yeah.
How interesting.
Well, join us next time for Chocobos and Moogles.